overbought or overvalued stock. 30 indicates an oversold or undervalued stock, and they're usually indicative of
The word is indicative.
a reversal. These are the basics of which we are going to build your education around, because this is normally the first oscillator that any beginner trader is introduced to. Let's go ahead and talk about this for a second in more detail. We are using Weeble's charting system, and we have RSI 14. What that means is 14 periods in which RSI is being calculated. Now, I'm not going to give you the breakdown, but Applejack is going to go ahead and include an image of the RSI formula for you nerds out there that want to do it manually and just make your life that much more difficult, because, well, we have computers that do it for us. And speaking of computers, I got to get one mailed out to Trey. So if you look at my chart here, we already covered the 14 period. We are in the daily. If we move to the 1 minute, it will calculate RSI based on the last 14 bars. If we used the 1 hour time frame, it's going to calculate RSI based on the last 14 hours. That's why we use 14. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about what you guys see here, because for a lot of you who have the Weeble desktop app, you don't have that 50 line. Now, I'm able to edit the script. As you guys can see here, I customized the script to add a neutral band, and I've added the line style. Now, for those who have Weeble, you can see there's different variations of Weeble, and you have Windows Native. Windows Native is not going to let you alter the code. What you need is the browser view. This is what allows you to alter the code so that you can put the 50 line in RSI. Now, why is the 50 line important? It gives you a visual cue as to when price is in a trend. Let's go ahead and head on over to the daily, and we are in fact using AMC. As you can see here, we are well above 50 here, which is indicative of this.
Indicative. This is who the fuck you all are now supposed to be learning from. Like I told y'all that this was happening. I told you this was in play, and this is what they were going to do. They tried to steal money from you. They did. They have successfully, but then tried in a big way with ApeFest to steal money from you, and they fucked up, and they needed to do a complete 180. A complete 180. I told you they were going to try to sweep shit under the rug. They were going to come out in one start. They were going to find out where y'all were going, for one, because you guys were not watching them anymore. They were losing subs, and you guys were starting to watch shit like Charlie a lot more, and me, and people that were actually trying to educate you. And I told you they were going to do this. They were going to completely rebrand themselves as helpful guys in this community. And this video is indicative of that fact. No one should be educating you on anything if their vocabulary or their vernacular is fucked, ever. Like, that is the first sign of intelligence in a teacher, is how they speak. And this cat is not a teacher. I love his whole Charlie Brown fucking let me look like I'm really a dork, and let me put on a collared shirt now, even though I wear basketball shorts and t-shirts and a New York hat. And I say things like coke and hookers all the time, and I think I'm funny. Like, this dude is... The whole thing's a sham, y'all. Like, all of it. Every bit of it. I'm honestly... Like I said, I got my own theory about things, but all these guys, and Adam Aaron included, something is going on. Something's going on. Don't know what it is. I don't know if Adam Aaron's being sued, or these guys may have some pending lawsuits. That's something else I'm going to start looking into. But they definitely are all on the same page. All of them. They're all trying to do the same thing now. And it's very weird. But yeah, this guy can't even say indicative because I'm assuming he's reading a script, and it just looks like he's reading a script, very rehearsed, and he has to keep like speaking like this because he's reading word for word. I don't know, but the word of the day is indicative. And I pulled it up just so you guys don't think I'm crazy and you think it's indicative. The word is indicative. Pronunciation is indicative. I even left a comment on there for him with the correct way to say it. So let's see if he has something to say to that. I doubt it, but my personal opinion, this is not the person you want to get educational material from at all. Explain to a smooth brain ape. Motherfucker can't even speak English. And he's gonna sit here and this is what's irritating me, guys, that the people aren't seeing. They are acting superior to you, and they've been doing it. They've been doing it, acting superior to you. And there are people out here like me. You can put all of us in a room together, and I guarantee you, I'll fucking answer every single question asked of us at the same time about anything going on in the stock market, any of these indicators, any of the technical analysis that you do and charting and all that bullshit. And I guarantee you I'll bust their ass in that quiz. And here they are acting superior to you guys. They've already talked down to you all several times. They've banded together. And now they're like, we're still here for you. Nobody fucking wants you. Like, that was indicative of your subs and all that shit going away and people no longer watching your channels anymore. But no, they rebranded and they did it quick enough and not enough people asked questions because they got scared. Now you don't understand what's going on. I don't know what's, well, yeah, just want them to turn around. This kid is a kid. Do you hear me? This is a kid. I think he just turned 23 or 24. He's a fucking kid. He doesn't know shit about any of this. Nothing. Not a damn thing. He doesn't know anything about the market. He doesn't know anything about the economy. He doesn't know anything about fucking inflation, the repo market. Nothing. Nothing. He didn't go to school for finance. Yeah, think about that shit. Please, think about that shit. This guy here, obviously not the smartest, crayon in the crayon box. He's he's indicative of the average Joe, maybe slightly below average. Good salesman, knows how to market. I'll give him that. But that doesn't mean anything. These guys should not be teaching you shit. Nothing. Every bit of this stuff you can easily learn on your own. There are many programs that you can download or use on a website's UI that you can play around with all this stuff and watch videos and take tests and actually educate yourself on it and learn about it. These are not the people you want teaching you this shit. They're not. This is a joke. Literally a joke. It was 2 minutes in, not even 2 minutes in or something, and he's already got an error with his education. That's not that ain't no like, oh, that's how we say it here. There ain't no accent type thing. That fool does not know how to say indicative. Doesn't know how to say it. Reading that script. That's indicative. That's crazy. I'm a stickler for that vocabulary. Is like, that is a sticking point for me. I'm not a grammar Nazi by any means, but If you're trying to teach people shit and you don't even speak correctly, that's just a red flag for me. I have no interest in learning from you at all. Not in the slightest. So, yeah, this is gonna be a fucking sideshow, man, for quite some time. And I have to do some digging into these guys and like individually see if there's any lawsuits pending anywhere in any states for anybody, including Adam Aaron, for possible market manipulation. Because it would be very easy. Like I said, there's no guarantee anyone would win a case versus them, but the case is still there. There's still a case to be made that all of these guys participated in a pump and dump style scheme. Uh, whether it really is a pump and dump and there is a serious chance of a gigantic short squeeze coming up, if they sold at the top after influencing all of you to get into this and telling you to hold, I hold for you, I hold, all we do is hold, so all you got to do is buy and hold, and they sold when it took off, they're all guilty of that, of manipulating the stock price for a pump and dump scheme. All of them. All of them. Adam Aaron would be too, I believe, because he went on Fuckface's channel here the day it jumped up, and then it did drop back down and jumped right back up. So he could be looking at some serious fucking legal implications for going on a kid's stream who is not a financial expert, has no education in finance, um, and using that platform to talk to you guys, which makes it seem like, oh, well, this guy's legit. Oh, he's friends with Adam Aaron, blah, 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 which, again, I have no idea how this kid managed to get Adam Aaron on his channel in the first place, the first time. That was sort of a very strange moment for me when my other theory that I have was kind of pinging around in my head when that shit happened the first time. It was really weird. Like I said, there's 3.5 million, and at that time it was fucking, who knows? I don't know. I think he had like 100 and some odd thousand followers at that time. So yeah, so it was probably like a little over 2 million retail investors that were in at that point. And he felt it pertinent to want to speak to 10% of the retail investors holding stock in his company. Like, there's some very weird shit that has transpired and continue to transpire with the relationship between this kid and Adam Aaron. So, I don't know. Everything will come out. Everything always comes out eventually at some point in time, which is why I don't stress too much over it, because it all comes out eventually. It might be 10, 20 years from now, but I don't care. It eventually comes out. It always fucking does. So, if someone's doing some bullshit, we're going to find out. It's going to happen. But yeah, please, guys, please do not watch these guys to learn about any of the technical analysis or any of the indicators you can use to chart and do your own, actual DD and reading of stocks, seeing how they're performing. I don't know, I really don't want to cover shit like this, but I just wanted to say I like seeing, proof of what I believed was going to happen. I like seeing the proof. Like I say a lot of things, I have a lot of theories, but they are based on, like I said, well thought out scenarios and hypothesis. So I don't fucking like to just say shit without having proof, and I already made the claim that they were going to do this. This was going to happen, and I didn't have proof at that time. So I like to, just solidify what I said previously with the actual proof of shit that, I told you to trust me about. So trust, the most important thing in a relationship. Trust. And you cannot trust this guy or this guy or this guy. You can trust this guy, but I'm just, feel slighted by you, Charlie, just a little bit. That's all right. I know you're busy. Whatever. And now this guy too. I liked Stock Swinger. I hope he does not fall in with these guys. He's already gone on some other guys' live streams and tried to make himself known, and he was pretty much a nobody for a while. He was doing a lot of what I was doing, and promoting Charlie and telling people to go watch them, and then he just fucking somehow got on somebody's channel. I don't know whose balls he tickled or what he did. He just took a marketing approach somewhere, contacted someone to get on. I don't know. I don't watch him that much. He pops up every now and again, and sometimes had some okay insight into some shit. And I don't know. I don't really watch him anymore, but not since I saw him live stream on one of the other bigger guys' channels. But yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna watch some more videos of your fine educational teachers of the community now. So see what else they're saying. I hope I see TMI in like a fucking suit and tie with a whiteboard and drawing fucking formulas and shit. God, I hope I see it, because that is a dude that doesn't know a fucking thing. Nothing about the market. Absolutely nothing. He literally rode the dick of AMC and the rest of the other YouTubers to kind of sneak his way in. And he wasn't nefarious at first. He was a small channel trying to put it out there, believed in stock, believed in what was going on. And then, of course, shit happens. Corruption happens. Money comes in. Things happen. But as far as actual credible information and anything that you could possibly learn, he is by far the worst. The absolute worst. He is just wrong all the time and does not ever do any of his own DD ever. It always comes from someone else. So, even Coors, at least to some extent, at one point tried to teach and tried to make educational videos that had some substance and some merit. But, he turned out to just be a selfish little shit that didn't care about losing a bunch of other people money. So, fuck him.